So welcome back. The the computer is going to make a fan sound for about 5 minutes or so, probably until the upload is on YouTube. So let's do some silence, and I'll put myself on mute. And as soon as that's over, then we'll do a guided practice. So let's do a guided practice. The fan should be settling down. I think it's just about done. Welcome back, or welcome. So as we're in this period of silence, it's a bit easier at times to do practices. What I have in mind for this particular session is to do some relaxation and some breathing, and then get up and do some walking meditation. Walking meditation is probably better known in Buddhist meditation circles. Often they will alternate sitting meditation with some walking meditation to move the body, get things moving. And in our yoga tradition, we more often do yoga to accomplish the same thing. But walking meditation is also part of the tradition and is a lovely way to move, especially later in the evening, and to get some energy flowing in the body. Most of us are not used to having long periods of sitting. So let's do a relaxation practice. This one is called the sweeping breath. This one is a great one to do lying down. It can be a little bit hard to stay awake because it's very relaxing. And if you drift off into sleep a little bit, that's fine too. And then you'll come back. So you don't need to worry about that. So get yourself settled again. If you can lie down for this one, then it helps your body to do that deep relaxation that's really quite necessary in these practices. Especially this one, we're going to be bringing our awareness from the top of the head down a little ways into the eyebrow center, and then focusing on that rhythm and flow with the breath, coordinated with the breath, and then a little bit more down into the throat center. So as we move through the body, it's very helpful if you have a very relaxed body and your body is supported on the floor. You can do it sitting up too if you like. It's just a bit harder to fully relax. So get yourself settled so that you're comfortable on the floor. Ideally for this one, the legs are maybe a foot or foot and a half apart, and let the toes kind of go off to the sides a bit. So your legs are really relaxed. If you have any kind of issues with your lower back, you could have a blanket or pillow or something underneath your knees. It's good to have some kind of a covering so that your body doesn't get cold as you're lying still. And start by bringing your attention inward and noticing what it feels like right now in your body. What is the environment in your body from head to toes? And notice what it feels like now to lay down and really just let your whole body sink into the support of the floor or the bed, whatever it is that you're lying on. With this particular practice of sweeping breath, it's also helpful to have the arms kind of just at your side. If you can rotate your shoulders open so your palms are up, that's kind of the classic pose. And if that doesn't work for some reason, then just adjust your body so that it does work. Our comfort is very important so that we're not being distracted by pain or some kind of uncomfortable sensation. So take a moment to get yourself set up nicely. And then bring your attention up to the top of your head, to the crown. And as you breathe out, let your attention move from the crown of your head in the interior to the eyebrow center. So it's that point just between and a little bit above the eyebrows, but it's internal, it's behind the forehead. And then breathing in, let your attention flow back up to the crown. We're going to take our time with the practice. So as you're exhaling, bring your attention from the crown of the head to the eyebrow center, and then inhale back. Keep your focus on this movement of the energy as though you're breathing from the top of your head down to the eyebrow center. As you're breathing out, and then as you're breathing in, just that couple of inches of space up to the crown of the head. You could notice if there's any tension in the forehead or the eyebrows and allow that to soften. Allow your awareness to flow through those points in the body with your breath. If you enjoy using the universal mantra, so hum, you could allow that to arise in your mind and flow with it. Inhaling so, exhaling hum, and let that sound flow in your mind, continuous and smooth. And on your next exhalation, let your attention flow from the crown of the head and through the eyebrow center to the throat center. Inhale back to the crown. If other thoughts are in the mind, let them be in the background. Keep your attention really focused on this flow of energy, awareness, and the sound. Exhaling from the crown of the head through the eyebrow center to the throat center and then back. Allow your mind to flow with the awareness of the breath. Exhale as though you're breathing in through your crown, down through your eyebrow center to the throat center. And then as you inhale, up through the throat center, through the eyebrow center to the crown of your head again. Smooth, continuous flow of awareness. And then on your next exhalation, allow your attention to flow down from the crown of your head through the eyebrow center and the throat center to your heart center. Inhale through your heart center up to the crown. And focus all of your attention on this smooth, effortless flow of awareness, of the sound, so hum, of the breath coordinated with the awareness. Let your body completely relax. Let your attention flow smoothly. Continuous flow of awareness from the crown of the head through the eyebrow center, the throat center to the heart center. Breathing out as you bring your awareness down into your body, and then breathe in through the heart center, back up through to the crown. And on your next exhalation, come down from the crown through your body to the navel center, and then inhale back up. Let your awareness, your attention flow smoothly through your body. From the top of your head through the eyebrow center, throat center, heart center to the navel center, and then back up through the same pathway. Gently anchor your attention to your breath and to that flow of awareness, crown to navel center and back. As you're breathing out, relax your body. Let yourself settle even more into the support of the floor. As you're breathing in, bring in the nourishment of the in breath into your body from the navel center up to the crown. Next exhalation, bring your awareness down through those points to the lower abdomen. Inhale, bring your attention back up through the lower abdomen, navel center, heart center, throat center, eyebrow center, right through the very center of our body. As soon as you're finished inhaling, your awareness is at the top of your head. Let it go smoothly into the exhalation and let your attention just slowly drift down through those points back to the lower abdomen. Your body completely relaxed, your attention focused, the mind alert. One continuous, unbroken stream of awareness linked to your breath. Exhale from the crown to the lower abdomen, right through the core of your body. Inhale smoothly, bringing your awareness back up to the crown. And the next exhalation, let your attention sweep down through the center of your body, coming to rest at the knee joints, and then smoothly inhale through the knees, up through the through the upper legs, up through your torso, through your eyebrow center to the crown. Even though this distance is farther, there's no rush at all. Just let your attention drift down through your body. Exhale from the top of the head through the eyebrow center, throat center, heart center, navel center, lower abdomen to the knees. Let your body be completely supported by the floor. And then let the next exhalation bring your attention down through your body, through your legs to your ankle joints. Inhale from your ankle joints all the way up through your legs and body to the crown of the head. Really focus on the smooth, continuous rhythm of the breath. Exhaling, letting yourself be aware as you travel through the body from the top of the head, through the eyebrow center, throat center, heart center, navel center, the lower abdomen, the knee joints, the ankle joints. And coming back up through the body on an inhale. Let yourself rest in that flow of energy and awareness. Your whole body relaxed, your attention flowing through your body from head to toes. In this next exhalation, let your attention go all the way through to the soles of your feet, to the toes. That you're aware of your whole body breathing, that flow of energy from head to toes. Focus your attention on this flow of energy in the body as though you're breathing in from the crown, down through the core of your body. Feel the energy as you bring your attention down through to the toes. You could also be aware of your shoulders and arms, hands and fingers, fingertips. Let your whole body fully relax on the exhalation. Let the energy flow down, carrying away anything that's not serving you, any remaining tension or tightness. Let your shoulders relax back into the floor. Let yourself rest. If you find it soothing to keep that awareness of the flow of energy, then do that. Otherwise, allow yourself to move into a more still focus. Just notice your whole body. Notice the energy in your body from head to toes. And let your attention settle. And notice that thought might come back into the mind. That's okay. That's what happens sometimes. Remain aware of the feeling of energy in your body, whether you're paying attention to that flow of energy or if the energy is resting, moving into stillness. No particular goal, we're just looking. In a few minutes, we're going to move into a walking meditation. Take 2 minutes at least to mentally think about moving out of this pose. When you're ready and taking your time, roll over onto your left side. Support your head with your arm, bend your knees, and lie on your left side for a bit. Several breaths. Notice your body. Notice the right side of your body in particular. It's the solar energy, the active energy in our system as it begins to come out of a resting state, become more active. And when you come up to sitting, do that for several breaths as well. There's no rush. Notice how you feel now, what's happening with your breath or what's happening in your body energetically. What does it feel like? Tune back into the crown of the head, the eyebrow center, the throat center, heart center, navel center, lower abdomen. And notice the energy in your whole body, your arms, your legs, your palms, the soles of your feet. What's going on right now when you tune in and see, just look at the energy, what's happening right now in your body. And we might have fallen asleep for the whole thing, and that'd be fine too. So check out what you feel like you would like to do now. If you want to come up to standing, we're going to work with a walking meditation. And if you'd rather not do that, that's fine too. So the idea as we come into a standing meditation and a walking meditation is primarily mindfulness and awareness of how it is that we're taking a step, how it is that we're moving our body. So to start, you might just simply stand. Shoulders can be over the hips, hips over the ankles, being aware of the soles of your feet. Notice how it is that your feet are connected with the ground. And generally, the steps are very slow, they're not very large. And it's easy to do just in a space, even 4 or 6 feet long. Just very slowly walk till you get to the end of your space. And then mindfully turn around until you come back to the end of your space. So we'll come back to the group in about 20 minutes or so. So do what feels right for you right now. If you're doing the mindful walking, just really sink in and notice what's happening in your body as you're moving. What does that feel like right now? If you want to take a rest partway through, that's fine too. We'll see you in about 20 minutes. If you're still walking, bring that to a close over the next minute or two. Come back to a seated position. And if there's something going on with your body that you would prefer to do this practice lying down, that's fine too. I'm going to do a yoga nidra practice focusing on the heart center, but we won't start for a few more minutes yet. Give people a chance to get ready. And as you're bringing yourself back into a seated pose, or if you're going to do this lying down, getting yourself organized and comfortable, make sure that you have a blanket or something warm. If you think that you might get cold, our bodies can get chilly when we're sitting still. And notice what's happening in your body right now with the energy in your body. We were doing the sweeping breath, watching the energy move through the body, paying attention to that sweeping flow of energy. As it was coordinated with our breath. And then we got up and moved around, perhaps, did some walking meditation. It's interesting to notice what's happening in our body as we're moving our body. We have some kind of thought or impulse in the mind, and then the body starts to move. And when we're doing something that's different from what we normally do, we're walking very slowly, we're turning around mindfully. It engages the brain in a different way. We might really notice what it feels like for our leg to move or for our foot to place itself back on the ground. So notice what you feel like in your body right now. And then bring your attention back up to focus again on the crown of your head. Just notice the energy, notice what happens when you put your attention right on the crown of your head. And then bring your attention into your eyebrow center, in the interior of your head, behind your forehead, at the level of the eyebrows. Let your attention focus there for a bit. And then bring your attention down to your throat center. We're not moving our attention, we're just letting it rest. Bring your attention to your throat center. There might be energy in the throat, it might be quite still. Notice the throat center. And then bring your attention down to the heart center. Rest your attention there. Notice what it feels like in your body. Sometimes we have energy or sensation in the different centers. So if your attention is being drawn to the throat center or the eyebrow center or the crown, you could bring your attention there for a while. And then when it's time, bring it back to the heart center. Just notice your experience. All of your attention is in your heart center. Notice what it feels like to have your attention there. Just notice your focus. What does it feel like to just rest in the heart center? We were just doing that practice of allowing our attention to sweep through the body. There's that flow of energy that was happening. And now we're being still. We're resting, allowing our attention to be just in the heart center. And that's not to say we might not get distracted, our attention might not go to a thought or to some part of the body. And the practice really is just to keep bringing your attention back. Rest your attention in your heart center. There might be thoughts coming in. And check to see if these are thoughts that are rising out of the heart center, or if these are just thoughts that are coming through your mind and that are kind of distracting you. If you want, you could even place your hand on your heart. Really keep your attention focused. What does the heart know? And then rest in the stillness and see what comes up. And we might be sitting with thoughts that are coming in, or we might just be resting, letting our attention softly rest in the area of the heart center. If there's something that you need to be aware of, have a look and see what it is that's coming up as you're resting in the heart center, or maybe there's something else that needs your attention. And then bring your attention back to this simple practice of resting your awareness here. Notice the energy, the sensation, if there is any, and rest your attention in that space. We're simply resting with our attention in the heart center. If our attention's being drawn somewhere else, we could let it go there and see what the issue is. Maybe there's something else that needs our attention right now. And then we just come back. If you find that your attention is drifting off, then reset your body, sit up straight, or perhaps you need to lie down. Get up and move around or something. Notice what you need right now and see if you could give that to yourself. Sometimes we need to rest. Sometimes we need to move. Just continue to notice and to rest. In a few minutes, we're going to take our break until the top of the hour. But before you come out of the practice, just notice what your experience has been for the last hour and a half or so. Maybe start at the beginning and just remember what it was like when you first started again. We did the sweeping breath practice. We got up and walked, did a walking meditation, and then sat with our attention in the heart center. One thing that we can always count on is that things never stay the same. Even persistent energies or experiences aren't always exactly the same. So we've had some ebbs and flows during the practice. Periods when our mind was quite alert and still, perhaps. Other times when thoughts were more intrusive. Maybe there was some grogginess or sleeping going on. And the same with the body. There was probably a variety of experiences in the body, and in particular, the energy in our body, which we were kind of really focusing in on. After a while, our mind gets kind of bored, and maybe we give up the thoughts about it, or maybe we go with something else. But at times, we all touch into some relative stillness, at least. So before we finish the practice for now, just tune into the deepest level of stillness that you have had in the last hour and a half, or that just something else that comes to mind. Just rest there for about a minute. I'll close the meeting now, and I'll see you back here, perhaps, if you're coming back in about 15 minutes.